guys, welcome back. I am Maddie and this is Floating Funds. And guys, I shot my entire Friday Fun Day video on my regular camera, and I had my, like, they use SD cards, and my regular computer has been really bogged down with trying to get a video up. Guys, it has been taking all day, and it's been going for about 4 hours now, and it still has 2 hours and 16 minutes left, so it's not going to get up on the time that I was hoping it would. But anyway, so I had to use my laptop, which is up at the house. And so when I was inside, I had the SD card in our kitchen, which is on one end of the house, and then I went to our bedroom, which is on the other end of the house, which is like 50 feet, guys, not that far. And from the kitchen to grabbing my laptop off of its shelf and going back to the kitchen and setting it down on the table, I somehow misplaced the SD card. I feel like I am absolutely going insane and losing my mind because I don't know how that happened. And I literally kept it in my hand because I said, if I set this down, I could lose it. And so the irony is not lost on me with this. It's just super frustrating because now I can't show you guys that video. And if I ever find it, then I will post it. But there's too much stuff that I have to show you guys today. Otherwise, I would have just said, hey, this video is lost. You know, it is what it is. We're just gonna pick up tomorrow. But we did a lot in our Friday video. So first we had Happy Meal. So I'll set this to the side. We had some Happy Meal. This came from my friend Jenny over at the Dramatic Panda, and she is one of my pen pals, which was so sweet. And so she sent me these, which are for exclusive for some of her members, which is so cute. And my daughter Piper was freaking out over this one because we've been talking a lot about Tamagotchis. And then this, super cute. And then you of course have your composition notebook. These are so fantastic. And Jenny, I am so grateful that you sent me these. I love them so much and I cannot wait to use them. They're just, these are great. These are so great. I love them. Thank you so much. And then I have a couple of collabs that I was going to show you guys. So I am participating in a collab that is being put on by Kimmy from Kimmy's Corner, and that is the Funky Fall collab. And that this is my portion of the collab that you can go and get. Everybody who is participating created their own challenges, and some are specific, like different sizes. Some are scratch offs, some are, you know, all minis and all tinies. It just kind of depends on the person, and they're all different themes, whether it's fall or Halloween or Thanksgiving. So there's a good little mix of it, and I kind of did like a mix of both of them. That way, you know, it didn't matter what kind of mood you're in, you could find something from this. So this is over on my Ko-Fi for free. And if you want more information on this collab, make sure you go check out Kimmy's Corner and see what she has to say about this collab. It is so cute and I'm very excited for it. So there's that one. And then this next one I had in order, and now I don't, because now I'm super scatterbrained and I'm trying to get this out faster than my original video, because I need to try and get this out before we have to leave tonight. So anyways, this next one is one that I have put together, and I asked several women to join me, and this is the Spooky But Cute Zoo collab. This is a fun game that I designed, and I have so many fantastic and wonderful women who have joined me, and I will talk about them once we get to their challenges. But basically, you will get this dashboard along with all the other dashboards on my Ko-Fi. And then you will get, you have to go to everybody's channels or their Ko-Fis to find their challenges for this collab. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So you'll get that, and then you'll also get this, which this is like a game board in a way. There are 13 of us, but there's only 12 on here. So as the instructions say, you're gonna roll a die, and it's going to help you figure out which exhibit you're going to be going trick-or-treating at. And in order to trick-or-treat, then you will play the challenge for the corresponding person. And you cannot forget to visit the haunted exhibit 13. So that one is not on here, just like on an elevator, there's no 13, right? It's a superstitious sort of thing. And so there is not a 13, but there is a 13 challenge. So make sure that you still go and play that if you dare. Oh, my goodness. So this will also come, I'm trying to get them in a little bit of an order. This will also come with these super cute little dashboards. So you have a mini dashboard for like if you do an A6, and then you have all these A6 ones, which introduces each of your the exhibits and who the person is who is running that exhibit. We have so many cute ones, and it has their animals, which I just love. There we go. And so then let's look at their challenges, shall we? So first off, we have this one, which comes from Bookish Mama Budgets. She is doing a cute cat dressed up as all sorts of different things. The theme is obviously animals dressed up in some sort of spooky but cute way. And I think that everybody just did such a phenomenal job with it. Then next we have Mint Doko. Maribel, she's just phenomenal. She makes such great challenges, and these are no exception. Absolutely love these. And again, you will find all of these on everybody's Ko-Fis. We have Brittany from Enchanted Toadstool Budgets, and I love this. Of course, I'm obsessed with this one. That's just me. I love it so much. Very, very cute. I can't wait to see what we say with hers. And then next we have Haley Rain, and hers is a little different because hers is kind of like a box challenge in a way, but not really. So you have like a, this is Sink the Ship, so it's a shut the box. You have Davy Jones's Locker, which is you decide how much each of the ships are going to cost, and then you work your way down like a Plinko style. Odds and evens, and then your regular sort of thing, and then you also have a dashboard. And so she has the Kraken. So that, I loved that. When she told me she was doing the Kraken, I cracked up. It was great. And then we have this cute little monkey, comes from Happy to Save with Hannah, and I love it. It's so cute. It's just precious. I love her stuff so much. And then Susan from Windmill Ridge Budgets. I love this. I think it's very, very cute. I like that they're, you know, you have your regulars and then you also have a game. I love that some of these people included games. I thought that that was so much fun. And then we have this one, which comes from Kimmy's Corner, which you've heard me mention already, but I just love the zebras. It's very cute, and this one's so stinking cute, holding its little happy ghost. So cute. We have Steph's on a budget, and she is doing the penguins, which was no surprise to me. And I love them. I think they're very cute, and they're very her. Then we have Jamie from Jamie RN Budgets. She made this Ahoy Matey. It's a cute little, you can either do it as just a coloring, you can do it as a scratch and save, whichever you want, but it's gonna save you $20, and she has her cute little pirate otter. Then we have this one, which comes from Stephanie from Savvy Girl Saves. She has her cute hippo challenges, all super cute, and I'm obsessed with this one because the teeth, that's so brilliant. It's cute. It's very cute. And then, of course, we have Eva from Budget Your Life with her adorable sharks, and I love these little shark families. Those are cute. Those are very, very cute. She was worried that I would be upset that she did more than one animal per picture, and I was like, no. And this one having a little ghost that's a elephant, that's so freaking adorable. I love it. And then we have Budget with Amanda, and she has her adorable little otters that are ready for trick-or-treating, and I love that this one is a little game that you can play. Love that. Makes it a little different. And then these ones are mine. These are some axolotls that are just ready for this season, and they are ready to party. And so these are all ones that you can go and again get from everybody's Ko-Fi. I plan on basically setting this up and using it like I do my mini Mondays, because this, for me, it technically is going to be from October to November. That is when I'm basically saying that this starts, but feel free to use it whenever it works for you and however it works for you. But I do hope that if you do join us in October, that we can see how much we're all gonna save together, and we will have a blast saving with this challenge. Okay, now that we finished that, let's go through here and I can tell you guys what happened. It's so not as fun as being able to just watch me do it, but I'm sorry. So our new theme for this month, or not this month, just for this section, is true crime. And like I was saying, I love me some true crime. I'm weird and obsessed with it. I decided I wasn't going to completely change my binder for it, but I was just going to change like this half of it. So this is like a great representation of myself, who loves cottagecore and also loves true crime, and they basically clash, but they also kind of work together. So love this. I just made this little dashboard on my own, and I am excited for this theme. And I thought that this theme was perfect because we are going to be focusing on our medical fund, and so like our medical emergency fund, and so I figured this is great for that. Let's do true crime because, you know, that kind of goes hand in hand. So that's what we were doing. So we started off here. We did $2 more into this challenge. It was just a little freebie that came with something from Savings with Tracy, and so we put $2 more into here, and so we were getting closer to finishing this for our stamps. We did Tomato Wars, and I'm going to show you guys what happened. So this was the game board, and as you can kind of see on here, I wrote on the back so it makes it a little harder. So Anna hit one of mine. She hit this one right here, and then budgeting with Kim, she hit one of mine, which was right here. And so now we only have 2 stands left with Kim, and Anna Banana Budgets, she still has quite a few left, but we've only done this twice. And so I saved $14 with this one, and then I rolled these numbers for the ladies, which is 3 on the top, 5 on the side, 1 on the top, 4 on the side, 1 on the top, 5 on the side, 6 on the top, 6 on the side, 1 on the top, 5 on the side. So I'm hoping that these are some pretty brutal numbers, and that I'm able to just specifically beat Kim, because I know it's going to be a while until I'm able to defeat Anna, but I could possibly go for the win with Kim right now. I don't know. We'll see. And so far with Kim's, we have saved 20, 40, 55, 56, which was a very high number, and I wasn't quite expecting it. That was, yeah, it was shocking. And I did go and put the money in from last week. And so with Anna's, we have 10, 11, 12, 13, and $14 saved for hers so far. And then we went back here to our new challenges. So first we have Steph's on a Budget, and these are my cute dashboards that I made. I love them. So we did this little scratcher that I got, and this was the whole reason why I did this theme, which is why it's up at the front. And it saved us $5 for today. And I went very soft on all of these because it's the first time through the binder, and I just never know how much I'm actually gonna need. Then we did the group play, and it saved us quite a bit as well. Not like a ton, but just a little bit. So we have our Guess Who Detective Edition. And so here is the boards. So our questions that we got was 1 and 2, does the character have curly hair? And the answer was no. And then 3 and 4, is the character looking at the camera? And the answer was yes. So you can go through and mark off no for curly hair and yes for looking at the camera. And then we will just kind of see where we go from there. So we saved, what was that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $10. Oh, yeah, we saved $10 in that today. And so now we have $17 in this challenge. And we're gonna slip all this stuff back in there. This video is gonna be a lot shorter than the original one. So that's one good thing, but my goodness, this definitely makes me a little flustered. All right, then we started a new game called, it's a box challenge, and it came from Budget, Save, Share. This was over on Etsy, and it's the Solve the Case box, savings box. And so it comes with these really great cards. They are all obviously based off of true crime in some way, shape, or form. Your getaway car, your ransom note, which is a roll and save, and then you have your canine unit, which I thought this one was super smart. And then we have a word search. And so I luckily saved the card. So we had to search for this item and save the money. We had to do a word search, and we had to do one of the note or letters for the ransom note. And so because of all of that, we were able to save 10, 11, 12, 13, and $14 today. And I do plan on doing more in these ones, you know, as time goes on. But I just, again, wanted to make sure that I spread out the love today. Piper is working out in the back. We have our gym right behind my office, like in the same building, but it's like right behind my desk, and so that's what she's doing. We started this one, which came from Party Planner Papery. I have the second one here in case we finish this, which I don't know that we will anytime soon, because it's $115 that goes in here, which is quite a bit. And so we rolled a die, and we landed on a 6 and a 5, so we have saved $11 in here so far. And so, you know, that's a good little chunk. It's a nice little start for sure. Midnight Doko, we did this challenge, which you guys saw me get in some Happy Mail, and we went ahead and scratched 2 of them off. And so we have saved $15 in here today, as y'all can see right here. And this is gonna save us $55 once we're done. So I'm very excited for that. And now we have a new one whose I've never used before. It is Micro Saving with Steph. And we saved $6 in here today because it is just these cute little true crime micros. And we just did a roll and save for one of the rows. There's so many of these that I'm not sure if we're going to use all of them by the time we're finished with this binder. It may end up also just becoming kind of like a catch-all. I'm just not sure yet. We'll see. We'll see. So that's what we got with that one today. And then for Windmill Ridge budgets, this comes from my friend Susan, and it has 2 different scratchers, and mine printed abnormally large, and so just ignore that. But I figured, you know, I'm in a time crunch, so I'm gonna get it done. And so I rolled a die and we landed on this one to scratch off and this one, so we saved $14 in here today. And once we finish this one, we will move on to here. So we'll save 70 with this and 60 with this. And I don't intend on finishing this one within September. It's probably going to go into October because I really want to get as much money into our medical fund as possible. I just don't have a lot saved in that one compared to my other emergency funds. And so, yeah, we're gonna work pretty hard on that one. And then we did the box challenge, and we pretty much only pulled, by pretty much I mean we only pulled these 3, and the reason why we only did these was because they hit us pretty hard. They were all in the same section back here. And which one was it? This one. So we hit this one for 3, this one for 8, this one for 6, and then we also had to do a repair for $7. And then we also ended up getting a bingo, and it happened to be this one right here, which was a $5 bingo. So because of that, we went ahead and stopped for the day because those were pretty big numbers to get all at once. But that's all right. It was still fun. I love this game so much. And I'm so thankful that she gave it to me so that way I could play it. So we did that one. We worked on some more of the cards, and let me pull that out. So today we ended up pulling, I'm so happy that I happened to leave my desk the way I did right after shooting because I was so hungry that I took my card and left. So all these were still out there. So we pulled these 4 numbers today, which was a pretty big hit for sure, but it got us very far. And so in this one so far, we have ended up saving, this is also Creatures on Deck. By the way, this is a freebie you can get over on my Ko-Fi where you play with cards and you knock them off. So we have 120 and 80, so that's $200 to 2, 10, 25, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 100, right? 140, no. 246, there it is. Mathing, all of a sudden caught up. It took a second. So I think that is great. This is gonna save us $364 when we're finished. So woohoo, almost getting there. And then we did save with Sydney Bear, and these ones, honestly, I cannot remember which ones we rolled. I know that we did a couple of 1s and a couple of 5s, and we put the rest of the money that we had left into here. So for today, I'll just show you how much we have now. So we have 120, 35, 45, 55, 65, 66, 67, and 68. 168 out of 300, which means we are officially $18 past the halfway mark. So we should be able to get this one completed in no time, hopefully. So there you go. That is everything that I had in here. I have no idea if I missed something. If I did, I'm very sorry, but I just, like I said, I needed to get this video out because I wanted to show you guys the collab that we did, and I wanted to show the Happy Mail, and I needed to show the group play. That way for you guys who are playing along, you guys have your numbers, and then I also needed to get the numbers out for Tomato Wars. So this was a very important video, and I needed to get out. So there we go. All right, guys. Well, I love y'all. I thank y'all so much for being here. I hope that y'all are having a wonderful start to your weekend. And until next time, I hope you guys will continue to float on and continue to save. Bye, my friends.